All right, guys, activity 3.37. It's a pump, a drawing of a pump. So I'm going to start, as we always do, with a border around the page. You guys are fine. We'll be drawing this on your page, so you don't need to draw your border. You can just line out your page. I'm just going to draw in a quick border here. 10 millimeters in from the edge, all the way around. Apologies if there's a bit of a jump in the video at times. I'm flicking between two screens, between the question and what I'm actually recording. Okay, so we leave the title bar for now, because again, like I said, you don't need it. So we're going to start by looking at the total height of the shape, and it's 15 and 80 and 35. So 35, 80, 15. 5 and 5 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 8 is 13. That's 130. So I'm going to draw my ground line more than 130 down. So I'm going to come down about 140 something is what it looks like there. And I'm going to draw that as my ground line. It's not an orthographic, but we'll call it a ground line. Total width of the shape is 10, 70, and 10. So I'm going to mark those measurements in. Pick my start point here. 10, 70, and 10. And the height of the base is 15. But I'm actually going to mark in all those measurements, the 15, the 80, and the 35. I'm going to mark them all in up along a light line there. 15, 80, 80 is there, and 35. There they all are, and I'm going to just draw in a bit of a grid here. Likely, likely, and likely. And up the way. Likely, likely, and likely. And that'll give me all the points for this question, except a few. Maybe the 2 center points, or indeed the 3 center points might be missing. But we can start with that. So we can start over here, drawing up 15. I'm just going to swap for heavier pencil so it will go better for you. Yeah, so those lines are light. Let's draw this one in heavy. And we're going to go back in 10. And after that, I can't draw anything. I need to find my center point now. So I'm going to go back over to this side. And we're going to draw in that little corner. And this little corner. And that goes all the way up to the top. And then it comes all the way out. Now, I don't exactly know where it comes out to here. So I'm going to pause at that. And I'm going to start putting in a few more measurements. Now, this circle down here has a center point in here, and it's 32 millimeters away from here. But do I know anything else? Not really. So I'm going to go up to the one up here. I know that this circle has a radius of 15. So from this point, I can measure down 15. So 80, 70, 65. That's down 15. So I'm going to bring that line lightly across. So it's out along there somewhere. How far out? I don't really know. I can't tell. But I do know it's on this line. I genuinely don't know. No, I need to find this point down here. I need to find this arc. So I'm going to do that. Well, what I do now know is that the center down here is the combination of the 15 here and the 32. So I've come down 15. I can now go down another 32. 31, 32. There's 32. I can mark that in and I can draw a line across. So the center point is somewhere on that one. How far? Well, from this point, it's 32 up the way. Oh, I'm wrong on that. I'm wrong on that. I've come down 15, but I need to come down another 15 that's going to make up that top circle. So this particular line is not correct. So I need to come down 30 and then 32. So from this line, down 15, down another 15. It's there. So that will be the top of the circle, the center point will be on this line, and the bottom of the circle. And then it's going to be down another 32 for the second circle. So there. So I now know that the center point is along here somewhere. How far along it? It's 32 millimeters away from this point. So I get my compass and I set it to 32. Point of the compass there, swing it up, it hits that point, and I now know that's my center point for this circle. So I can now swing that circle all the way around to about there. And where does that circle stop? It stops above the center point. So it stops there. And that's further up is the point of the smaller circle of radius 15. So I can now set that to radius 15. And again, it stops straight up. So it stops there. And at that point, we flatten out to here, which is there. Okay, curve, curve, two circles intersecting with each other. Now we have one more circle up along here, but we don't know exactly where it is, but we do know from here, it's back in 15. So measure back in 15 is there. So that's the finished point. So I can draw that in there. Now, how do we get the arc? Well, it's a radius, but it doesn't tell us the length of the radius, but it does say that there's a right angle turn here. So if you connect here to here, you get a chord. If we bisect that chord, we get a line going down this way, and it will be where that bisecting line crosses this line is the center of the circle. So bisect the chord. Set your compass to more than halfway, swing an arc across it. Other end of the chord, swing an arc across it. Drawing the bisecting line lightly. And this bisecting line crossing this horizontal line, that's my center point. So there, the radius of the circle is from that center point out, oops, sorry, moved out to either here or here. Same thing. Same distance. And that's your pump. Good bit of work in that, guys. Bisecting a chord, finding a center point, and then intersecting distances where we have to go from the finished point. So we know the distance from here to here is 32. And then in order to find this point, we had to measure down 15 and another 15, which is the diameter of the small circle. And then another 32, which is the radius of the bigger circle. And that gave us this line. So a little bit of maths involved here also. I hope this helped.